crazed country rebel, and I'm drifting state to state.
Welcome back to Resistance Radio. And that song can mean only one thing. It is time to bring the original crazed country rebel to the Resistance. That's right. Please welcome to the line with me my good friend Hank III. Hank, welcome back to Resistance Radio.
Well, thank you for having me back.
Absolutely. Anytime, the mic is always open for you. Last time we talked, you just finished playing a few live dates because you had released Brothers of the 4x4 and Fiendish Threat. You went on Hank III Records. You went out on the road. You did some tours, and then you kind of came in for the winter. But that didn't slow you down. You stayed busy this winter, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been working on a side project pretty much since November, and the last month I've just been trying to get the brain and the body back ready for the road.
Geared up for the road.
I keep putting my wool up, but it seems like every 2 to 3 weeks the weather keeps getting cold again. So I keep trying to sweat, but that's been changing for us in the South.
Yeah. Well, you also said last time you were on the program with me that when you got back out on the tour, you'd come through Louisville. You're a man of the word. You are kicking off the first show of the new tour right here in Louisville.
No doubt, man. It's been a while since we've got to come through Kentucky, so yeah. I'm looking forward to it and just getting the crew back. A lot of my guys are out of state, and we're all getting ready to hopefully get tight and do it all over again.
Yeah, June 3rd, the Mercury Ballroom. And here's the really cool thing. Not only is Kentucky the number one stop here in Louisville, but this building that you're playing, the Mercury Ballroom, has just opened. So this show is going to be kind of setting the bar for what this place is all about, and I'm real excited. You're going to be playing less than 30 days from the opening of day one of Mercury Ballroom. This is a building that was built in the 1920s. It's got like this Anglo-Gothic Louisville architecture to it, and it just screams awesomeness. And I can't wait to get in there and hear you play.
Well, good deal. The first show is always kind of pretty intense for us. We're all trying to remember what we've forgotten and getting everything in tune and hooked up again. So it's always a challenge to get it dialed back in.
Yeah.
But everybody's going to be showing up for the most part on the 28th, and we're going to be doing what we can to, I basically start running the songs this weekend, just trying to get the memorization happening again and trying to get the lungs back open. So
there you go.
It's getting there.
Yeah, because those lungs go all over the place, from the high lonesome old country to the punk and everything in between. What kind of a lineup are we going to be looking at for this tour? Is it going to be wide open? Are you going to be doing different genres during the show? What can we expect?
Well, I always pay respect to the country part of the show for the first hour and a half. That's always a straight up. That will happen. Okay. So more than likely it's going to be a country show, then a little bit of the hellbilly or maybe some of the Fiendish Threat stuff. Then the lights will go down and I'll do the ADD, some of the doom sound, and then we'll be doing 3-bar rant. Wow. And I'll either be on top of my game or feeling the burn on trying to get the stamina back into play. It's just like stepping into a fighting ring after 6 or 7 months. You don't know what's going to work and what's not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you say stamina. The energy it must take to go through that much of a change during a show, and for a show to go that long. You put on a long show. This isn't an hour and a half and you're out of there. You put on 3-hour shows.
They've been going from 3 to 4 hours, and hopefully that's what it'll keep going. It's basically the fans, once I get there, the crew and the excitement of the fans and just being up there just takes us to that next level.
Well, there's a great buzz on the streets here about the show, I'll tell you that. And like I said, Mercury being a new place and being more on the intimate side. It's a wide open first floor plan, kind of a balcony second floor, looks down onto the stage. And it's wide open, so it's going to be elbow to elbow, and people are going to be ready to throw down. And like I said, whenever you have a new venue, you got to give it an identity, right? You got to put a stamp on it. And that's what we're going to do.
And no doubt, and we always. Sometimes it's a little intimidating going into a new venue because you always try to let the security guys know what kind of show it's going to be, and letting the fans, be treated with respect. Mm-hmm. That's always a big thing. But I always have a security briefing and let them know. Sometimes there's usually more of an intense mosh pit in the country show than the rock show. And then sometimes everyone just stands there and looks at us, and that we're bootlegger friendly. We allow the cameras and the video and all that stuff. So there's nothing going on while we're playing, and or just in general. If someone does get hurt, or some of the signs to stop playing. So we try to make it a fun night all the way around, and we do everything that we can to look out for the fans.
Well, I know that from previous shows you've always been real accessible. I mean, people take pictures with you after the show. I've seen you hanging out, signing autographs, talking to people, and I think people come away from your show having a real connection,
Absolutely. I know some folks have to get up and work the next morning and only get to come out for the first hour or two, but the guys and the girls that get to stick around and say hello, I've always been that way on doing the show and saying hello and making the fans feel connected to what I do, and just letting them know thanks for anybody that needs anything. So
awesome.
It's just how it goes, man.
Yeah. Again, this show is June 3rd at the Mercury Ballroom. Tickets are on sale now through the Mercury box office, online. It looks like they're $20 in advance, 25-day a show. Like I said, so far, great feedback from the streets here in Louisville. Real excited to get you in there. But I've got a question not regarding the tour for a minute.
Okay.
When we talked before, I guess it was back in January, and you talked about the side project you were working on, I was kind of keeping my eye out for it. And in April, sometime in April, I saw an album pop up called Ramblin' Man, Hank Williams III Ramblin' Man. And correct. I looked at it, and I was a little confused because it looked like re-releases and old material and things like that. And then I saw it was on Curb Records. And I know you got Hank III Records out there now, and that's where the new stuff is. So what's going on with Curb? You guys, have you completely split? Are they holding on to some vaulted material? What's up with that?
Unfortunately, that's just greedy lawyers that made their stake, a long time ago, and making money off of my name. So that's all that is, man. They'll find 1,000,001 different ways to re-release a bunch of old songs.
Right.
So I have nothing to do with that. That's just on them. Everybody. Gotcha. I've always told everybody, the new current stuff is on Hank III Records, and everything that's on Curb since my last release is just going to be recycled stuff.
Right. So just get your music from hank3.com and just kick Curb to the curb.
If you want to hear the current,
right.
what I'm doing current, and there is some good stuff in the past, but as far as the new songs that I'm into, and I kind of got my songs that I always play during the live show. That's kind of like Black Sabbath's Paranoid. There's country heroes or crazed country rebels and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'll always play.
Nice.
But after this summer and touring as much as we can, I'll probably be getting close to breaking even, and then I'll get the chance to hopefully get back at it and make another country record.
Awesome.
So, it takes a little bit of extra work and time to do it the way that I do it. But that's basically what I tell everybody about. I think the last two records that Curb has put out is just the same, just lawyer stuff. Gotcha.
All right, so just go to hank3.com and get all your records from on the Hank III label and be done with it.
Yeah, if there wasn't anything from 2011 on, that was when I got to, I did my time. I did over 10 years with them. They never respected me while they had me, and sure enough, they're going to stand behind me when I'm gone. So that just goes to show you how it is.
Well, that sound means it's time for a break. We'll be back with more Hank 3 on Resistance Radio after this. Stick around.
Sitting up all night trying to have a good time singing my songs and trying to get paid. I've been roughed up, beat up, been cut. I got a tattoo at a tender age. Never could respect the sheriff trying to break my neck with a few friends and a can of mace. Born on the south side with a lot of rebel pride to raise a lot of hell in my younger days. Hey, I can't help but say I could be right, I could be wrong. Well, it just might hurt, but it makes me strong. Well, if the shoe fits, wear it, and if the truth hurts, bear it. Well, that's the kind of life I'm living, and I plan on living long. It's a hard road to choose, being good and paying dues. But that's the kind of life I'm living.
Welcome back to Resistance Radio. Jim Coyle here with you, talking to my good friend Hank Williams III. Hank, you're kicking off the next leg of your tour right here in Louisville, Kentucky at the Mercury Ballroom downtown. Very exciting. There's a great buzz about this show around town. It's going to be June 3rd. It's a Tuesday night, but it doesn't matter. Come on out and party because it's June. That means it's summertime, and you go out and you hear live music, especially when it's a great tour like Hank 3 coming through the Ville. So thanks for making Louisville the #1 stop. Well, listen, man, I also want to let you know you've got a great staff. Maria and Allie that I've always contacted with to book you have always been so open and so great to work with. And really looking forward to meeting you and the whole crew when you get here June 3rd at the Mercury Ballroom, man.
Well, we're very excited about it. Got a couple of new guys that's going to be on stage. So one of them he's actually been in the band with me before, and he's been in the Jesus Lizard, and he's been in a band called Tomahawk with Mike Patton.
Okay.
So he's going to be playing guitar, and then I got a stand-up bass player that's coming in on this tour. So I got some new guys that's going to really be anxious to get their game face on, and me as well. So we'll be there sooner than later.
That sounds great, man. I really appreciate you calling into the show, and know that you always got an open mic here when you want it.
I appreciate it, man.
No problems. So one more time, it's Hank 3 live at the Mercury Ballroom Tuesday, June 3rd. Tickets are on sale right now. You can get them online and print the ticket yourself or 25-day show. It's a great ticket price. It's going to be a great venue, great show. So everybody needs to get out there and see you.
Yeah, there's no opening band, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
If it says 8 o'clock showtime, we'll be on at 8 o'clock.
So do you do that a lot? Do you just because you have such a long show, do you just come out there right away and just get at it?
Oh, well, I've been doing this. I've been doing the no opening act almost close to 5 years now, and it's basically one reason is because we're hauling so much gear, and our sound checks are 6 to 7 hours on some days, and really, with as much gear as we're bringing along with us, and as long as the show is, it's just been working for us right now.
Good.
So, it's like you're seeing 3 different bands in its own little way.
Yeah, that's awesome. We appreciate it. Thanks for bringing the show to Louisville, man.
We'll see y'all soon.
All right, Hank, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Well, I went out the other night to lay some feet. Them stars were shining bright, beating down on me. I knew there was something staring at me. And to my surprise,
Join the resistance now. Call 502-571-0970. That's 502-571-0970.